Hello, everyone. Thanks for viewing me. I'm Stuart Davie, and I just wanted to share with you that I'm planning on pursuing a joint PhD with Brock University, University of Windsor, and Lakehead University. I plan on studying the various ways on how to increase student motivation, and I plan to study and research and apply Ryan and Deci's self-determination theory. Ryan and Deci's self-determination theory states that when three psychological needs, the basic psychological needs, are met, then a student is or a person is self-determined. The three basic psychological needs are autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Relatedness is how I relate with other people, how I relate with society, how I relate with the environment. Competency is being able to demonstrate mastery. If you're a salesperson, this is how I can demonstrate mastery. I can demonstrate mastery online sales, in-person sales, give presentations. If I'm a student, I can demonstrate mastery by, let's just say if it's calculus, so plane analytical geometry, by charting functions on a two-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system. Autonomy. Autonomy is self-governed. I can govern myself. I can govern my own behaviors. This is important when the classes are project-based. If there's a project-based, and if the students can choose their own project, like in the past, I designed an industrial dust collector. I was given certain parameters, but it was up to me to choose to design a dust collector. I could have designed a centrifugal pump. I could have designed a submergible pump, but I designed a collector, a blower, an industrial dust collector, and a double-acting pneumatic power piston cylinder device. These are examples of being autonomous, self-will. And when these psychological needs are met, competency, autonomous, and relatedness, when these are met, then the student or person is self-determined. And that's when growth can happen. Well, Ryan and Deci also state that there's three types of motivation. Three types of motivation is amotivation, autonomous motivation, and controlled motivation. Amotivation is when you are not motivated. The student is not motivated. The student doesn't want to get up in the morning. The student doesn't want to go to class. Control motivation is external motivation and introjected motivation. External motivation is solely reward driven. I get a reward for doing this, I'm going to do that. Introjected motivation is on guilt and shame. I'm going to feel guilty if I don't participate in this activity. I'm going to feel ashamed if I don't perform at a certain level. These are controlled types of motivation. Then there's autonomous motivation, identified motivation, which is, it happens when the student feels that they value their goals internally. Then there's integrated motivation, when a student internally has values. And there's intrinsic motivation and applies those values. And then there's intrinsic motivation where the motivation is just internal and it is pure. So that's autonomous motivation, that's controlled motivation, and then that's the psychological needs. This is the backbone to the self-determination theory. So when I'm going to be a PhD doctoral student, I'm going to study how to incorporate activities into lesson plans, into curriculum, and evaluate these activities and lessons, if they work, if they increase students' motivation, and what kind of motivation they increase. For now, I have to get back to my graduate studies and finish my papers. Thank you. Bye.